In this video, you will learn how to create, configure, and schedule an unauthenticated dynamic analysis. An unauthenticated dynamic analysis scan is appropriate when the site you are scanning does not require a login. Veracode Dynamic Analysis also supports the scanning of websites that require authentication, such as login via web form, browser-based, or NTLM. Veracode Dynamic Analysis is a dynamic application security testing solution that delivers an automated and scalable dynamic scanning capability that enables broad coverage at speed. Veracode Dynamic Analysis has the capability to scan web applications that are internet-facing and applications that are behind a firewall while also providing actionable results at runtime. To create a new dynamic analysis from the Veracode platform, click the Scans and Analysis menu and select Dynamic Analysis. Click New Dynamic Analysis. Enter a name for the dynamic analysis. You can use the default or use a name that identifies the team or business unit responsible for this application. Enter the URLs that you want to scan. You can either upload a CSV of multiple URLs or enter the URLs manually. In the Visibility Settings section, select who you want to be able to see the results of the dynamic analysis. Visibility settings apply to all URL scans in the analysis. Optionally, in the Organization Information section, select the business unit associated with the applications you are scanning and the name and email address of the person responsible for the applications. In the Scanning Certification section, you must select the checkbox to confirm that your organization has the right to scan the URLs that you have provided. Click Configure to modify the default configuration of the dynamic analysis and the individual URL configurations. Click the Actions button and edit to the right of a URL to edit its specific URL configuration. In the Blacklist tab of the URL-specific blacklist and Allowed Hosts section, click Exclude the following URLs to create a blacklist. To ensure that Veracode does not scan specific URLs, enter the file path or directory path of the URLs you want to exclude from this analysis. If you enter a directory path, everything in that directory and its subdirectories are excluded. Add Allowed Host URLs in the Allowed Hosts tab to ensure Veracode can scan the entire application. By default, the Dynamic Analysis Scan Engine scans all subdirectories under the top-level domain. Because Veracode does not automatically scan the subdomains, you can include them in the scope of the scan by specifying them in the Allowed Hosts tab. You can also change the scope of the URL scan by including the HTTP or HTTPS versions. Click Save to save your configurations. When you are ready to run it, you can start your dynamic analysis immediately or schedule it to run at a date up to 60 days in the future. Click Schedule. Veracode Dynamic Analysis gives you the option to run a pre-scan on your URLs to test the URLs to verify that Veracode can reach the sites, and, if authentication is required, successfully log into the sites. If you want to run pre-scan without starting the dynamic analysis, select Not Scheduled, which is set as the default. To schedule your dynamic analysis to run one time, select Once and click the calendar icon to select the date on which you want the scan to start. In the Analysis Duration field, enter the maximum number of days you want the dynamic analysis to run. To schedule a recurring scan, select Recurring, click the calendar icon to select the start time, and define the frequency. Click Review and Submit. Click Submit to start your dynamic analysis. From the All Dynamic Analysis Scans list, you can review the schedule of any dynamic analysis by clicking the clock icon in the row for that dynamic analysis. From this screen, you can also view the status of each dynamic analysis as well as access the results of the scan by clicking Actions and selecting View Results. Thank you for watching this video. For more information, navigate to help.veracode.com and search for dynamic analysis.